Welcome to a Monolith Magazine 5-minute build. My name is Ruba and today we have a tanky Narbash build for you. This is probably the tankiest build available in Paragon just now, but as a result we do sacrifice a lot of support utility that Narbash could bring. We still have wards in the deck and we'll show you throughout the build how and when to use them. This really isn't the only way to build Narbash, however it's fantastic for those players who like to body block for their team, get in front of those hits and soak up all that damage. If you can do well at the start of the game, you are almost unkillable one-on-one. It's a relatively simple deck, but that doesn't take away from how effective it is. Our build uses the growth and order affinities. Growth gives us some early gain options, lets us get the rest of the build online faster, and then endgame we go full order. While the build itself fully comes online at 13 vitality, spending attribute points past this allows the build to continue to get stronger. Because this is a tank build, for gems we're going to be picking up mostly vitality. Quick exit lets us get out of base faster. Mana reactor returns mana based on damage taken, and damage return does just that, it reflects damage back. Reflexive Purify is a cleanse based on damage taken. Improved health regen gives us a percentage of our health back, and because it scales off max health, is great in this max health build. We also pick up Auto Mana Potion, giving us mana when we drop below 40%. Let's look at the build. Coin Master is our starting card. This will give us 16 bonus gold every 10 seconds when we're out of combat, and 8 bonus gold in combat. Because Narbash is a melee support and you won't be doing those poked ranged hits, this is a great card early on. Next up is Greenspring. This is an early transition card that gives Narbash 20 extra basic armor, useful for taking pokes, and Regenerative Rest, which gives him increased health regen out of combat. Lamplighter is the last early game card. This is our consumable Shadow Ward, and you should be picking these up and using them on a regular basis, giving vision for both your carry and your friendly team. The ideal sweet spot for going back with this early build is to have 3,300 gold. That way you can pick up your Greenspring and your Shadow Ward. Depending on how your laning phase is going, we've included some additional cards in the build. You can sub these in depending on how things are going, however this is probably the most optimal and best way to get your things online as quickly as possible. We've included a link to the full build in the description below. Mid game we keep our Greenspring and we add on Vital Waters. This is a 7-point vitality card offering 325 health, 6.6 health regen and the amplified healing passive. This increases the potency of Narbash's Song of My People, meaning that when you do need to use your heal, it's slightly more effective. We keep our Lamplighter and you should be going back and still on a regular basis placing and replenishing your stock. It's very likely at this point in the match you won't have many opportunities to go back. This is both due to the fact that as a support you won't be gaining huge amounts of gold, but you also have a responsibility to stay with your carry and lane, making sure that they can secure farm and they're not potential gank targets. V42 has substantially changed the early game, and carries are particularly weak against ganks. You may have noticed by this point in the build we haven't spent any points in intellect or taken any additional mana resource cards. We're rushing our late build. This means that your abilities have to be used sparingly. Going into late game, Godmother Vigilant is the be all of this build. It provides 565 health, 15 power and 15% increased health. It also has the Elevate bonus provided by Order, meaning if this is the only card in your hand, for every point spent in attributes, either Intellect, Vitality or Agility, you gain 1% additional health. So once this card comes online, those 13 points of vitality actually make this card worth 28% max health. The more points spent into attributes makes this card even more powerful. We still have Lamplighter in our deck for wards. Because this is a consumable, you should be aiming to place your wards and get that Elevate bonus back. This is slightly risky as it does mean you will have to use your wards to get the full bonus, however, the beauty of this technique is once you've dropped both your wards, your Elevate bonus will kick in and you'll go to your new maximum health. You do not however have to heal this, so if you're in 2000 before, drop your ward, you jump to 3000 with no health missing. That's the build, hopefully you have great fun doing it. Let us know in the comments if there's any other builds or guides you'd like to see. My name is Ruba, you can check out more of our content at monolithmagazine.org. Have a great day.